So in this game I'll give you an example of staying in the lane as a mid laner. So right now I'm playing against Ember as an invoker, so my lane is very good. As you can see, I'm already far ahead in the net worth. I have a level advantage, or at least half a level advantage on him. So the Ember is dreaming that he would get this lane. Like he's dreaming that nobody would stay on this lane so he could free farm here. But so that's already one reason for me to stay in the lane instead of ganking. You can see there's a lot of action happening bottom, but still I'm decided to stay on this lane because if I TP there, this guy, he gets a free lane on Ember. That's exactly what we don't want. So staying on the lane makes a lot more sense than trying to make something happen. And my item build is also very much just for the laning. So I don't even have a boots yet. So ganking is it's not optimal at all. So I decided to stay on the lane as long as I can. So as you can see, I'm just heavily playing on the lane, forcing him out of the lane. I have a siege creep. I try to create my own pressure on the mid lane. I'm just ruining this Ember's game. That's more important than trying to gank the Stark bottom or the Pathrider top. Because our lanes are doing okay already, so it doesn't matter if I gank there. Like it doesn't help that much. And even if it does, this is probably better than going there. But at some point, of course, you can think about, and I decide not to go because I see this guy coming back to the lane, so I still want to keep ruining his game. He's just desperate to getting the lane back, but he cannot stay on this lane. His supports already have to help him on this lane, so this is my way of creating my own pressure. They have to react to what I'm doing on the mid lane instead of me making them react to how I'm ganking. Instead of creating my own pressure, this Ember is asking for help from his team. And I'm getting a free game from my invoker, which is amazing. So this game I'm playing Earth Spirit against Necro mid. So this lane obviously very rough for me. There's really no place I can do against the Necro. So as you can see, 5 minutes in already, I'm going for the bounty runes. My hero is very mobile, so I can easily collect the runes. But this game, probably what I need to do is roam and gank. Like there's not much I can do on this mid lane. Like ideally I get level 6 and then I can start moving around the map. As you can see, I cannot even enter the lane, so I'm just hitting jungle creeps trying to get level 6. I mean, here I'm trying to create my own pressure instead of ganking actually. I am trying to make reactions happen. I mean, I'm successful in making it happen, but I think I end up dying here, which is, yeah. It is a rough lane for me, and I already see that, well, this is not working out. There's no way I can stay on this lane. There's no way I can pressure him on the mid lane. So you can see here I'm dead, and instead of TPing mid lane, I straight up TP bottom. I see that this bottom lane needs help, and I can see that if I come bottom, there's gonna be easy kills here. So I TP bottom, I get kills straight away. This guy's gonna have free farm now on the PL, and I put this ward for the safe lane so he can have easy and free farm. So now it's just about creating my own pressure on the map instead of going to mid lane. So I already let this guy take the lane, just let him lane because I cannot lane there anymore. So I'm just gonna be roaming around and doing what I can to make the most out of it. You see, I placed this ward, so I'm already ready to gank bottom again. Make sure this guy cannot enter the lane. And boom, because of this ward and just staying around the area, we get another kill on him. And now this guy has very easy lane for himself. And this way you can turn like losing lanes. Doesn't matter always. If you have a hero that's able to gank, you can just start roaming on the map, start farming their creeps instead of going here and doing nothing. You give a free lane to your support. Now this guy is level 5, 8 minutes in. Something he wouldn't have if I stayed on the lane. And also this guy's game is much better because of that. And this guy's game is very bad because of it. He doesn't have his Necro book yet. I keep killing them. They cannot enter this lane at all. It ended up being very successful, even though my lane was very difficult in the start. And now you can see the Necro had to TP here. Their mid laner who had a free lane, he ended up TPing on this lane even though he had a very good lane. And you can see there are 5 heroes bottom just because we are creating our own pressure in this lane. And we're still coming ahead on top. And meanwhile, this guy is free farming everything just because we created our own pressure instead of staying on the losing lanes and just being miserable. Instead, we were active and make things happen on the map. So we get to open the map for us to. This guy gets the free farm. Our PL had a free farm for a very long time, and their carry and their mid laner had to rotate there just to answer what we're doing. So in this game, I'm playing Morphling mid, and I mean it's kind of unusual to see a Morphling ganking any lane from mid lane. So this game I'm playing as the farming hero, and they have this roaming Tiny. Actually, he's maxing 3 throw also, so he's gonna be just maximizing. But my hero, it's all about getting farm, and all I'm doing is thinking about how to get the most farm I can. So it's all about hitting mid creeps, then going jungle, and repeating. And I don't care at all what's happening on the side lanes. I just care about my own game. And this is what Morphling is about. So what you can do is you can ask for your supports, or they can do it naturally. They gank for you in the mid lane, so you create pressure that way. So you can see we already had 1 TP, but he ended up cancelling it. But still, it was a good rotation from the Tusk. Now it's just all about maximizing and just getting the most out of the map. Well, to make the decision if you want to farm or roam around and get kills, usually it's very hero dependent. Sometimes it's more about, okay, I mean, even as a Morphling, sometimes you might feel pressure to gank because your other lanes are losing and you have a bad matchup against some, say you're playing against a PL carry that eventually is gonna beat you, even if you have a perfect game. So in those cases, you still feel like you might have to gank. But most times, say you're playing any farming kind of hero from the mid lane, the ideal scenario is that you don't have to gank, that you create your own pressure on the mid lane. So basically what you want to do, you push this wave in all the time, they have the TP in, then you farm theirs out of the jungle. This is the best way you can create pressure as a farming hero. And then you make them react to you farming. And that's the way you create pressure as a farming hero. They'll be like, oh shit, this guy's farming so fast, like we have to answer it or he's gonna get out of control. So yeah, this game, for example, it's a very decent Morphling game. Like they don't have that much to deal with it. So if I get really fat, I feel like I can win this game for us. So that's why I decided to just farm, because I'm getting so much out of it. So it's very much worth it. To summarize things, before you make the decision to roam or gank, you always have to think about your lane. Is it that, are you winning the lane? Are you losing the lane? Usually it's natural when you're losing the lane that you start ganking and making things happen because the lane is not good for you. Then you have to start thinking about, like, lineup wise, what is it that needs help this game? Like, is it that my safe lane needs faster game, or is it that I need to slow down their carry's game? Like, things like this you have to think about before you make the decision to gank or roam. And yeah, it's also about, if you're playing a farming hero, then it's more about, is it gonna ruin my game if I gank and it's not successful? You have to think about, is it worth taking the risk or not? And it just comes with experience, and eventually it will become natural if you do it enough and you start understanding how different matchups work and how does it change the game if I gank this lane or not. And yeah, just a lot of practice. Probably one of the most common mistakes is that they make it too obvious. First of all, they maybe don't push the mid wave in before they gank, so it's obvious that he's missing from the mid lane. So he's either ganking or maybe farming jungle, but most likely ganking. Always first push the mid wave in and then start thinking about the gank, because if you don't, first of all, it's more obvious, and in case it works, you still lose a lot of creeps when you do it. So you wanna be as efficient as you can. Like, even when you're ganking, you wanna get most out of the map while you're doing it. So push the wave in first and then do the gank, so you get most out of the map.